Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will start this game off. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met, and anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they love every second of it. And I think it was taunting. It was all of the goodness that is college football. And, Jesse, I got a feeling LSU, they remember that feeling really well.
I think they remember it really well. That felt like hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, that was bad. I mean, it reverberated not just in the SEC, all across college football. Ole Miss made a point, and LSU is going to have to play much better.
Breaks into the open. Smashes in with the stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
That stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked it?
So LSU's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Maddox. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels are marching down the field. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Lacy. Pushed through behind his pad. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Maddox. Makes the catch, it's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. LSU quick to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for... Oh, he's got some space! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a first and 10 in the red zone at the 18. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
To throw, it's Hope. He's open on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Parker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Maddox. Got a man, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. With the catch, it's Lacey. Still on his feet at the 35. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to throw, it's Hope. Thanks to grab. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
LSU right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Hope. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grab behind the line. It's Durham. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The screen, and watch out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Look out, he's got room. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Crosses the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Back to throw. It's Maddox. A shot toward the end zone. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Shakes off the defender and runs through another one. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going to swing it on second down. Right on target this time. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Off the play fake on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
LSU quick to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hope. Always always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Swings it out to the flat. Fighting off the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives out.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Ole Miss gets the daily double.